Murray at 30 points. That duo could not find it in the fourth, combining for just 4 points, 2 of 12 shooting. The two combined for 50 points in the first 3 quarters. And Jaden McDaniels says it wasn't just their shooting that was bad.
What were some of the keys offensively as to really getting the rhythm?
Go out for Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Like, just go at them.
They're all bad defenders.
Yeah, they're all bad defenders.
Those are some fighting words now. They're all bad defenders. I don't know about that. Bad night or bad sign for the Denver Nuggets last night?
It'd be a little bit of both. Certainly a bad night. But what's interesting, this is a real rivalry, an understated rivalry. But it is now. You've played in the postseason enough times to have some dislike for each other. This played like a classic off-day comment where people are going after each other. They've got a day to get themselves, or 2 days to get themselves worked up. The Timberwolves have been in the conference finals 2 straight years. This needs to be a breakthrough time for them. And I know I'm one of the people, I thought that Denver at the beginning of the season, I picked Denver to win the whole thing. That pick may not hold up as long as I wanted to because they get Minnesota in this first round. Minnesota's built for this. Minnesota can defend at this level. Rudy Gobert, who we like to make a little fun of, we like to poke fun at Rudy. Perk, if I'm crazy, tell me, but it seems like I know Joker missed some shots that he normally makes. He's going to make some of those shots in Game 3. But I thought Rudy bothered Joker last night, particularly in the fourth quarter. And Minnesota's one of the few teams that can answer and can guard him straight up. They didn't bring him late. They didn't try him late. It's like they had enough trust in Rudy to stay out of foul trouble and deal with Joker, and it worked.
No, you're right. And look, it's a bad sign for the Nuggets. By the way, I had picked Minnesota to win this series in 6. Right, because I don't trust the Nuggets, and I definitely damn sure don't trust their defense. And when you hear what Jaden McDaniel comments, he didn't tell a lie. Maybe you could have left Aaron Gordon.
All bad defenders?
Maybe leave Aaron Gordon out of there. Outside of that, he was telling the truth. None of those guys are elite defenders. None of the perimeter players that he named are elite perimeter defenders. They have 0 rim protection. You know why they shot 2 for 12 in the fourth quarter? Because they were involved in every action defensively. The Minnesota Timberwolves did an outstanding job of putting Jokic and Murray in some type of action. Either Murray had the guard or Jokic had the guard. So think about this if you're the guys that probably have two of the guys that have the highest usage rate in the NBA offensively. You asked to carry the load offensively, and now you asked to Jokic to be in the drop coverage and guard Anthony Edwards coming down here in the pick and roll, or be in the isolation with Naz Reid and Julius Randle, who are in full attack mode. Jamal Murray, they picking on you. Jay McDaniels, he's hounding you 94 feet. But on the other end, they giving you the confidence. They giving him the confidence to go at them. And so when you think about what they're doing to them, I don't know if Jokic is going to make those shots in the fourth quarter in the games to come. You know, at some point, just like we're holding Jalen Brunson to a level of accountability, we got to hold Jokic and Murray to the same level of accountability because the bar has been set now. Jaylen Brown, Wemby, SGA, Anthony Edwards, it's two-way players. It's two-way players. If you call yourself one of the best, you got to be able to do it on both ends. And to be honest, I feel like Jokic doesn't get enough criticism when it comes to blow-bys and just layups and letting people lay the ball up at the rim with no contest and then just hurry up to outlet the ball to hurry up and get on up. Nah, we got to start calling that out. He got to start playing some damn defense. But again, they got the perfect game plan, but this is going to be a brawl for it all. But I like a little beef. Yeah. I like a little beef. Go ahead and make some hamburgers. I'm cool with it.
So 19-point lead slipped away. Last year we saw a 20-point lead by the Denver Nuggets sweep away, however you say that, in the tens. This is definitely becoming a rivalry between these two teams because they constantly meet in the postseason, and they know that. Let's go back to the East where the Cavs.
Eddie House, right? That's my brother, my Ubuntu brother. who I won the 2008 championship with. Eddie House was known as a scorer and a shooter that will light you up from anywhere, a spark off the bench. I watched Eddie House play defense. I watched Eddie House in crucial moments that we needed him to slide his feet, get up over pick and rolls, take some self-pride and slide his feet. I'm not asking Jalen Brunson to go be Luke Dort or Stephon Castle. I'm asking Jalen Brunson to have some type of pride. But I'm going to go back to what you said, Wilborn. You said that double big lineup. That double big lineup helps their defense. Mitchell Robinson erases problems. When you have a guy that's a rim protector like Mitchell Robinson is, it helps you so much to be able to press up on the perimeter. So if you're lacking, and especially in your superstar in Jalen Brunson, then you put a shot block in the back to be able to cover
Especially
up
to
his
cover
mistakes.
those CJ got into the lane far too many times late in that game. You've mentioned the floaters we just saw again. So they got Mike Brown. Mike Brown has some decisions to make. He's got 2 off days to do it.
Well, he better go in there and hold him accountable. And if I'm Mike Brown, I'm going and I'm showing him film of the Boston Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Because to be honest with you, the playoffs didn't really start for me until Sunday. Because that's when I saw a championship defense from both of those squads. To be honest, they set the tone. And if you're the Knicks and you call yourself legit title contenders, you can't be giving up transition baskets. You can't have poor floor balance defensively when somebody taking the shot and you don't have your wings getting back to have the balance in transition, knowing that the Hawks want to push the pace. You can't be giving up 50-50 balls. And how many layups and dunks are you going to give up in the postseason when it's supposed to be a no layup rule? I'm just asking. So the Knicks fans, game 1, celebrating, Karl Anthony Towns dabbing up every celebrity in the arena. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this not giving me championship vibes. You don't overreact to game 1. Not game 2, everybody in New York act like they're in the funeral. I walk outside, the Lyft driver got an attitude. I don't know what you got an attitude with me for. I wasn't on the floor.
What do you think? Where's the momentum here as we head to game 3 now in Atlanta? They get 2 days off. Obviously, I think we can all agree. You think that the Hawks, who said that the Hawks stole one?
No, we both agree.
You both think the Hawks stole one.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Hawks stole one, so you would assume that the Knicks I think they had like a 90% probability to win that game going into the fourth quarter. Where's the momentum as the series shifts to Atlanta?
You know, I think game 3 will establish that, Shay. I mean, look, now, so the pressure shifts to the Hawks. It's not about stealing one, it's about defending something that they don't really know how to defend.
Right.
Again, CJ, I'm sure, is more than willing and able to attempt to lead them. But it's up to the Knicks to make these adjustments, and then we'll see if Atlanta can counter. You mentioned Jalen hadn't had a breakout game yet. I mean, there's some room for Atlanta to grow, but there's pressure at home. There's pressure at home for a young Hawks team, which hasn't been through this. And if, Perk, I'm going to piggyback off what you just said. If you're the Knicks and you got championship aspirations, you need to go and take game 3 and reestablish yourself with your multiple stars. Don't just leave this up to Jalen Brunson. But yeah, Mike Brown's going to make an adjustment. But this is on the Knicks players. Those guys are experienced enough. They've been through this. They beat the Celtics last year, even before Jason Tatum got hurt. It's on them to go back and establish, Chase, some momentum in game 3.
And you're right. You gotta go in game 3 and snatch their souls. And look, I'm telling y'all, I went through a 7-game series, a battle with the Atlanta Hawks. And people can underestimate that fan base in the postseason, but it feel like the club in there. I'm telling you, you can't lock in, you can't focus, and when that fan base get involved, it's a dangerous place to play in. I'm telling y'all right now. So if you're the Knicks, again,